Archangel Michael says, there's a strange energy surrounding your quiet lately. Your silence isn't weakness, it's the echo of strength that unsettles those who once took you for granted. The moment you stopped explaining yourself, the truth began to reveal itself in their own guilt. Now they're realizing that your absence speaks louder than your presence ever did. Every word you didn't say has become a mirror to their actions. The quiet you hold carries the weight of reflection that no argument could win. When you walked away without slamming the door, it left them haunted by what they can't undo. They thought your calm meant indifference, but now they're learning it meant wisdom. They're watching your stillness, confused, because peace has replaced the chaos they once controlled. They're seeing what happens when divine patience meets karmic consequence. Every choice they made in arrogance now circles back through the silence you mastered. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There's someone right now replaying your last goodbye, wondering how it got this far. They didn't expect you to detach so gracefully, to stop reacting, to stop chasing. The moment you gave them space, their own thoughts became their punishment. Your distance became their teacher. It showed them that not everyone waits forever, and not every connection survives carelessness. Now their nights stretch longer, filled with memories of what they never appreciated. Archangel Michael says, the silence you hold is sacred. It's not loneliness, it's divine reset. Heaven needed you to pause so the noise around you could fade, and so you could hear what's truly meant for you. Every unanswered message, every avoided call, every quiet evening, it's alignment, not avoidance. You're being repositioned into a timeline where peace leads, not pain. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The distance you created wasn't rejection, it was redirection. It allowed truth to rise like smoke after a long burning fire. And those who hurt you now face the clarity of what they lost, without you needing to say a word. Their pride kept them from apologizing, but their heart keeps whispering your name. They scroll through old conversations, thinking if they had just listened one more time, things would be different. But heaven closed that chapter for a reason. Your silence has become a prophecy. Each day you stay still, life rearranges itself in your favor. The doors that closed because of them will soon open because of your faith. They are learning through distance what they refuse to understand through love. That sometimes, God speaks loudest through the person who chooses peace over pleading. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The space you gave them is working as divine medicine. They are now tasting the same emptiness they poured into you. Their laughter fades quicker, their confidence shakes easier, their nights turn heavier. But you, my child, are entering a phase of quiet reward. The heavens are crafting something stable while your enemies crumble under the weight of their own silence. You are no longer required to explain, fix, or chase what doesn't match your frequency. Archangel Michael says, don't be surprised when those who ghosted you return humbled. Your stillness has stripped away their illusions. They can now see what heaven protected in you, what they misused and dismissed. This time, you will have the choice, to reconnect or release completely. Choose peace, for your silence already spoke the truth their words never could. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your energy was too rare to be replaced. That's why their new connections feel empty, shallow, and draining. The way you understood them, listened, and cared, no one else carries that frequency. Now they're chasing ghosts, trying to fill a void that only divine connection once filled. You became the standard they can't meet again. Their pride broke something their heart still needs. You have no idea how often your name crosses their mind in the middle of the night. They may not reach out, but their energy still pulls toward you. They replay what they said, how they acted, and wish they could undo their silence with yours. But heaven says, let it be. Your quiet is not punishment, it's protection. Those who were meant to stay would have matched your energy, not mocked your effort. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The universe has been observing your restraint. While they gossiped, you healed. While they doubted, you prayed. While they lied, you stayed true. Your calm was never weakness, it was proof of divine control. Soon, they will speak your name with respect they never gave before. Every rumor, every false word will backfire. The truth will travel slowly, but it will arrive exactly when they need to face it. Archangel Michael says, silence has its own thunder. You've been misunderstood because your peace exposed their chaos. But this is your divine reversal. The energy they used to harm you will now lift you. Heaven is turning your patience into power, and your stillness into success. Something big is forming behind the quiet moments. Watch how fast life shifts in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The person who doubted your worth now can't escape the signs. Every song, every coincidence, every dream brings your memory back to them. They tried to move on, but destiny keeps reminding them who you truly were. They realize now that your silence was not distance, it was dignity. It takes strength to walk away from what you still care for. And heaven is rewarding that strength tenfold. Their heart aches because they thought control meant safety. But losing you has become their greatest teacher. Your absence is the echo that keeps them awake at night, whispering what they refuse to hear. The tables are turning. The energy you once gave freely is now returning multiplied. Those who ignored your love will soon watch as you rise untouched. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You are not forgotten. The distance between you and them is divine preparation. There's something new entering your timeline, something that values your silence as serenity, not neglect. Your peace is attracting new blessings, new connections, new beginnings. You had to release the noise to make room for the miracle. The moment you stopped chasing, the right energy began chasing you. Archangel Michael says, keep holding your calm. It's your greatest weapon in this storm. While others move through chaos, you'll glide through grace. Everything you detached from is now clearing the way for the one who will meet your heart with honesty. The next chapter begins quietly, but it ends gloriously. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You've reached the turning point where silence turns into sound, the sound of destiny aligning. The people who once overlooked you will witness your glow. The world that doubted you will soon recognize your worth. Your stillness has birthed strength that can't be shaken. You have survived the test of patience, and heaven is preparing to crown your calm. The reward will arrive unannounced, in a way that humbles everyone who spoke against you. Stay grounded. Stay silent until it manifests. Let your results make the noise your voice no longer needs to. Your peace is the proof that heaven has taken over your battles. The space you gave others is now the same space God uses to deliver your blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They thought your silence meant surrender, but it was the calm before the revelation. Every tear you cried was collected, every prayer whispered in secret was recorded. Now, heaven is ready to respond in a way that will leave them speechless. They are beginning to feel the imbalance of what they created. You were the giver, the forgiver, the one who never turned cold even when the world froze you out. Now the divine balance demands correction. Those who abandoned you when you needed them will see how it feels to be unseen. Your silence has triggered their awakening. The echoes of what they lost haunt every corner of their day. You are stepping into a phase where peace replaces pain, and clarity replaces confusion. Nothing can shake what is divinely aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "The universe has been holding your justice like a sealed envelope. The moment you stopped reacting, heaven began delivering. What they did in the dark will now be revealed in the light, one event at a time. Your silence carried energy too powerful for them to comprehend. It made them face their own reflection, and not everyone can stand in truth. But you did, gracefully and quietly. Now, you are about to see what patience creates when guided by heaven. You'll be honored in ways they once thought impossible. Your name will be mentioned in rooms where you were once dismissed. The distance that once hurt you is turning into divine distance, meant to separate you from harm, not happiness. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Those who misunderstood your stillness will soon understand your strength. They'll recall the softness in your voice, the calmness in your words, and realize that you were never ordinary. You carried light even when surrounded by shadows. Your silence wasn't emptiness, it was sacred energy recalibrating your path. Every time you stayed quiet, a blessing grew in secret. The pain they caused became the soil for your elevation. They will regret mistaking your grace for weakness. They thought you were done, but you were being refined. Every delay was divine protection, not punishment. You are now entering the era where silence turns to celebration. Heaven is preparing to return everything you lost, multiplied and purified. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. You'll soon see why certain people disappeared. Their purpose ended when their truth surfaced. You outgrew the noise that could never match your peace. The distance you kept became your healing. You stopped explaining, and the universe started aligning. You let go, and heaven stepped in. Those who once ignored your messages will now wait for your words. The same people who dismissed your love will wish for your attention. That's how divine reversal works. It humbles the heart before it heals it. You didn't lose them, you released them. What's coming next will make sense of everything that didn't. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There's a message in your silence that the world is finally decoding. Every moment you resisted reacting, you created space for destiny to unfold. The vibration around you is shifting, peace is finally becoming your reward. Archangel Michael says, "Don't look back. The past will reach for you, but it cannot follow you anymore. You've crossed the invisible line between testing and triumph. Those who once controlled the narrative are now facing the truth. Their own conscience has turned against them. The peace they mocked is now what they crave. Heaven is clearing every unseen obstacle. Your silence was the final signal needed for your breakthrough to begin. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They may pretend to be unaffected, but deep down, they feel the weight of your absence. They sense that something sacred has detached from their life. Their laughter feels forced, their comfort feels counterfeit. You have become the mirror that shows them what growth looks like. Your energy has transformed from pain to power. Every day, your silence whispers the truth they tried to bury. Don't rush your return. Some connections are meant to stay lessons, not reunions. The divine is protecting you from circles that no longer honor your peace. Stay detached, my child. The silence that once felt heavy is now your greatest strength. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Soon, your calm will bring chaos to every lie spoken about you. Your peace will expose what their words tried to conceal. The divine light will move through you so brightly that darkness won't stand near. They will wonder how you healed so fast. How you glowed again after being broken. But they won't understand that heaven rebuilt you in secret. Archangel Michael says, your glow is not arrogance, it's alignment. Your distance was not rejection, it was resurrection. You were being prepared for an audience that will never misinterpret your silence again. Everything stolen will find its way back to you, cleansed and multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Your silence was the seed of transformation. From that seed, a new version of you has emerged, stronger, wiser, radiant. You are no longer who they once played with. You are who heaven refined. They're realizing that losing you wasn't just losing love, it was losing divine favor. You were their good energy, their luck, their calm in chaos. And they traded it for ego. Now, the tables are reversing. The storm they created for you is circling back. The peace you built will remain untouched. You will soon witness karma unfolding gently but powerfully, right before your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Every time you stayed silent, you broke a generational pattern. You refused to fight in the same old ways. That's why your silence scared them, it ended their control. You have shifted timelines. The version of you they knew no longer exists. You are walking in divine authority now. Your calm has become your shield, your distance your declaration. Those who once saw you as fragile will now see your unshakable strength. The silence you hold now is not the absence of words, it's the presence of wisdom. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. This is the part they didn't expect. Your silence will not only protect you, but it will elevate you. Every opportunity they tried to block will now appear tenfold. The divine has been watching your restraint, your patience, your forgiveness. None of it went unnoticed. Heaven is ready to announce your next chapter in public view. Archangel Michael says, the noise is over. The test is done. What's meant for you can't miss you anymore. Let your silence continue to speak until your blessings become too loud to ignore. The story they thought ended is just beginning for you. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The silence that once felt like an ending is now echoing as the beginning of everything divine. You've walked through the fire without screaming, and that is what made the heavens rise for you. The angels kept watch while you rebuilt yourself piece by piece. They saw how you resisted the urge to prove anything. How you smiled even when misunderstood. How you let peace defend you while the world threw stones. Now, those who laughed behind your back can feel the sting of their own laughter returning. Their energy feels unsettled, their confidence cracked, because they know something powerful is shifting in your favor. The same silence they mocked will soon sound like thunder when your blessings arrive without announcement. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Your detachment was never heartless, it was holy. You were instructed by divine timing to let certain energies exhaust themselves. They had to see life without your light to understand what your presence truly meant. There were nights you wanted to reach out, to explain, to fix what wasn't broken by you, but something inside said, wait. That inner voice wasn't fear, it was protection. Heaven needed to finish teaching them what your silence started. They now replay their choices, one by one, wishing for one more chance to rewrite the story. But destiny doesn't allow replays, it allows revelations. The truth is, your silence was their wake-up call. They're learning that the one who walks away without hate is the one chosen by grace. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The universe has seen your patience. Every time you stayed quiet when provoked, you were building spiritual credit. Now the return on that patience is ready to be released in waves. You are being elevated in rooms you don't even know exist yet. Your name is whispered with respect in unseen dimensions. The very same mouth that cursed you will be forced to speak favor over you. Archangel Michael says, the reason you had to go silent was because your voice carried too much power for small minds. You had to be separated to be amplified. The light in you needed space to expand without interference. Now watch as the energy shifts, sudden, swift, and sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They can't ignore the pull anymore. The distance you gave them became the void they now drown in. Every thought of you reminds them what divine connection feels like. It's not your fault they mistook your kindness for weakness. They had to lose access to understand that not everyone forgives twice. The silence you kept became a mirror of truth they couldn't escape. Now, they feel exposed by their own actions. Their mind replays every word, every choice, every moment you stayed silent when you could have destroyed them with truth. And that's what haunts them the most. You could have, but you didn't. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. You've grown into someone your old environment can no longer hold. That's why the silence became necessary. It separated frequency from friction. You're no longer aligned with drama, only with destiny. People can sense your shift before you speak. Your energy has changed, it's calmer, brighter, protected. What once triggered you now simply passes through you like smoke in sunlight. You are being prepared for connections that don't drain you but expand you. For love that doesn't confuse you but centers you. For abundance that doesn't tempt you but teaches you. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has declared your transition complete. You are now untouchable to the energy that once broke you. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They underestimated how powerful it is to be silent in a noisy world. They expected your quiet to fade into nothingness, but instead, it grew into mystery. And mystery is the language of power. Now, your name is whispered in curiosity. They wonder what you know, what you've seen, what you're preparing for. Your calm has become magnetic, your energy speaks before your words do. You are no longer chasing closure. You are the closure. You've become the living proof that silence is not emptiness, it's evolution. The world will soon see that your stillness was never weakness, it was strategy. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The person who hurt you will cross paths with your blessings and feel the weight of their choices. They will see your glow and understand that divine justice doesn't shout, it arrives. You won't need to confront them, heaven already has. They'll carry the silent awareness that they lost something sacred. Every success you achieve will echo through their regret. But this isn't about revenge, it's about revelation. Your growth is their lesson, and your peace is your victory. Archangel Michael says, your silence was the sword that ended every hidden attack. You didn't have to fight loudly, heaven fought quietly on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Soon, opportunities will appear that reflect your healed energy. What once delayed you will now open effortlessly. The people who doubted your potential will witness your rise without understanding how. Your silence has rewritten your story. You no longer react, you receive. You no longer chase, you attract. Everything around you is aligning with your calm frequency. The divine realm has chosen this season to showcase your transformation. Your glow will no longer be hidden, it will be the headline of your destiny. Your silence built the stage, now your blessings will fill it. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The ones who broke you are now breaking under their own choices. What they built on lies is collapsing quietly behind closed doors. And every loss they face reminds them of what you tried to teach through love. You've become the quiet justice they never expected. Without revenge, without confrontation, you won. Your silence became your superpower. The universe is echoing your name through favor, promotion, peace, and unexpected miracles. The distance you created became the path heaven used to guide you home. Your season of divine silence is ending, and the sound of your blessings is about to begin. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. This is where the light shifts permanently. You've passed every hidden test. You didn't just survive, you evolved beyond recognition. Now, your silence carries an authority that demands respect. The people who once dismissed you will now consult you. The same situations that drained you will now elevate you. Archangel Michael says, your stillness is crowned. The heavens have declared your restoration complete. All that was delayed will arrive at once. Stay calm when doors open suddenly, it's just heaven catching you up for lost time. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. The light around you has started to move differently. Doors that were once sealed now open without effort. The air itself seems to respond to your calm presence. Those who once drained your energy are feeling the distance as a loss they cannot replace. They reach for what used to be effortless, only to find an emptiness that mirrors their own actions. The silence between you now speaks louder than any apology ever could. You, however, are walking with quiet purpose. You've learned that sometimes divine justice doesn't roar, it arrives softly in moments no one expects. The heavens have written your peace into every new day that greets you. And the more you stay centered, the more life bends toward your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The same ones who once tried to silence you now struggle to find their own voice. Their words fail because truth no longer supports their version of the story. The universe has begun exposing what was hidden. You won without arguing. You gained without grasping. You grew without needing to prove anyone wrong. Your silence became your testimony. It became the language of angels, the vibration that announces justice without needing revenge. Every sunrise now carries your victory in quiet golden tones. Soon, even strangers will feel drawn to your energy, sensing the divine calm that follows you. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Archangel Michael says, "The silence you kept was never emptiness, it was sacred instruction." The heavens were teaching you to master peace in the midst of storms. Each pause was an initiation into divine authority. When you chose not to react, the spiritual world moved on your behalf. It rewrote outcomes, redirected harm, and raised your vibration beyond reach of negativity. That's why people who once disturbed your peace can no longer find you. They look for the old version of you, but she no longer exists. You've ascended quietly, clothed in wisdom that few can understand. Your silence built an invisible shield that even jealousy cannot pierce. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Those who thought they could replace you now face empty echoes of what you once gave. They tried to fill your absence with noise, but found only confusion. They now realize the peace they mocked was the very thing they needed most. Every memory of you stirs both regret and admiration. Your name passes their lips like a prayer they never learned how to say correctly. They now understand the value of a soul that loves gently but powerfully. You, meanwhile, are preparing for something magnificent. Heaven is aligning new encounters that will honor the energy they misused. The next people in your life will recognize your silence as sacred, not strange. The balance of destiny is finally complete. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Your growth has become unstoppable. The things that once hurt now teach, and the memories that once burned now bless. You've turned pain into pure light. There is someone observing you from afar, wondering how you managed to glow after such betrayal. They can feel that you are protected. Every attempt to reach your energy bounces back with spiritual resistance. They can't access what heaven has sealed. Their curiosity grows stronger each day, but they can't find the words to approach. That's divine justice, watching but never touching what was lost through arrogance. Every step you take forward leaves a trail of lessons behind for them to follow. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. You are walking proof that silence holds more power than confrontation. You surrendered your pain to the universe, and in return it handed you clarity. No one can distort your truth anymore. Archangel Michael says, the next wave of blessings will appear suddenly, so sudden it will silence even those who doubted your path. It will be clear that heaven was not ignoring you, heaven was perfecting you. You'll wake one morning to find the weight gone, replaced by peace so deep it feels supernatural. That is the reward for restraint, the miracle born from stillness. The angels are surrounding your steps now, guiding you into environments that match your healed vibration. Type Amen to get blessing 3838.